JavaScript is the language that brings web pages to life. Initially created to make websites interactive, JavaScript is now used not only in browsers but also on servers with environments like Node.js. Its key strengths are its ease of learning and the fact that it runs directly in the browser, no special setup required. With JavaScript, you can validate forms, create animations, and update content without refreshing the page. It's an interpreted language, meaning your code is executed directly by the browser's JavaScript engine, such as Chrome's V8 or Firefox's SpiderMonkey. This makes development quick and accessible. In essence, JavaScript is the backbone of modern web interactivity, making sites dynamic and responsive to user actions. Let's dive into the basics of JavaScript: syntax, variables, and data types. A JavaScript program is a list of statements. These are instructions the computer executes. Statements are made up of values, operators, expressions, keywords, and comments. For example, you might declare variables using var, let, or const. While var is for older code, let and const are now standard. Variables act like label boxes for storing data, which can be changed or updated. JavaScript supports primitive data types like strings, numbers, booleans, undefined, and null, as well as non-primitive types like objects, arrays, and functions. Understanding these basics is essential for writing clear and effective code. Comments, both single-line and multi-line, help explain your code and make it more readable. Operators in JavaScript allow you to perform calculations, compare values, and assign data. Arithmetic operators handle math, comparison operators return true or false, and logical operators combine conditions. Assignment operators set values, while unary operators increment or decrement numbers. The conditional ternary operator offers a concise way to write if-else logic. Control flow is managed with conditional statements like if, and else, letting your code make decisions. Loops such as for, while, and do while repeat actions until a condition is met. For loops are great when you know how many times to repeat, while loops are better when the number of repetitions isn't known in advance. Mastering these tools lets you build logic that responds to different scenarios. Functions are reusable blocks of code that perform specific tasks. You define them with the function keyword and call them by name. Functions can take parameters and return values, making your code modular and organized. JavaScript also provides powerful data structures, arrays, and objects. Arrays store ordered lists of values accessible by index, while objects hold key-value pairs for more complex data. Both can be manipulated with built-in methods: arrays with push, pop, and splice, and objects with property access and methods. These structures are the foundation for managing and organizing information in your applications, whether you're building a shopping cart or a chat app. Document Object Model, or DOM, is how JavaScript interacts with web pages. It represents HTML as a tree of nodes, letting you access, change, add, or remove elements dynamically. You can select elements by ID, class tag, or CSS selector and update their content or style. Local storage is a browser feature that lets you save data as key-value pairs, persisting even after the browser is closed. It's perfect for storing user preferences or small amounts of data. To store complex objects, use JSON, Stringify to convert them to strings, and JSON-parse to retrieve them. Together, DOM manipulation and local storage enable dynamic, interactive, and persistent web applications. Events are actions like clicks, mouse moves, or key presses. Event handling lets your site respond to these actions, making it interactive. You can add event listeners in JavaScript or use event attributes in HTML, though the former is more flexible and maintainable. JavaScript also interacts with APIs, interfaces that let you fetch data from servers or use third-party services. For example, you might use the Fetch API to get data and display it on your page. Understanding events and APIs is crucial for building responsive, data-driven applications. JavaScript can handle tasks asynchronously, meaning it doesn't block other operations. This is essential for tasks like fetching data from a server. Callbacks, promises, and async await are the main tools for managing asynchronous code. Promises make it easier to handle success and error scenarios, while async await lets you write asynchronous code that looks synchronous. Error handling is done with try, catch blocks, allowing your code to respond gracefully to unexpected issues. Debugging tools and console.log statements help you find and fix bugs, making your code more reliable. 6 or ECMAScript 2015 introduced major improvements to JavaScript. Features like let and const for variable declarations, arrow functions for concise syntax, template literals for easy string formatting, destructuring for extracting values, and modules for organizing code make development smoother. New data structures like map and set, as well as promises and classes, further enhance the language. To put it all together, consider building a task manager app. This project uses HTML, CSS, and JavaScript to manage tasks, handle user interactions, and store data in local storage. It's a practical way to apply everything you've learned, from DOM manipulation to asynchronous operations and error handling.